That is just a small portion of the performance of Changed My Name by the Spirituals Project Community Choir.
And joining us this morning is Dr. Art Jones of the University of Denver and founder of the Spirituals Project. It's so wonderful to have you here.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
We're going to talk about this. Changed My Name is a cantata. How did it come to the Spirituals Project?
Well, the director of the Harlem Spiritual Ensemble, Francois Clemens, is a good friend of mine. And I went to Harlem back in 2000 when they performed it for the first time. It was a piece that was written for them. And I was just so impressed by it that I thought we ought to do it here. And so back in 2003, when we first appeared at the Newman Center at DU, we performed this piece. And so this is going to be our 10th anniversary performance at the Newman Center, so we're going to repeat it.
Yeah, and for people who have had the joy to see this, there are a couple of key characters in here. Tell us how they kind of weave into the story.
Yes, Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth, and these two sisters who were freedom fighters. There's ongoing narration by two actors, and then the music kind of moves that narration forward. It's a really stunning, powerful piece.
It's an emotional piece, isn't it?
Very emotional.
What makes this production so unique, so special?
Well, you know, I think a lot of times when people come to hear the choir, they just want to hear beautiful music, but they're not really challenged to think about why the music was created and the kind of suffering that people went through when they first sang these songs. So this puts it really front and center with these two characters that most people know. They know those names, but they don't really think that much about what it all means. And so when you put the narration and the music together, you get this wonderful music, but you also get your consciousness raised about freedom and justice and slavery and all of the things that are behind this. So.
And you're trying to get younger generations interested in all this. In fact, you take rehearsal night, essentially, dress rehearsal, and turn it into a youth night. Why is that important for you?
We do because a big part of our mission is being able to pass this tradition on to the next generation. And because it's so important, a lot of people don't even know that that slaves created songs that were about freedom and justice and so forth. And so we want kids to know about that.
Sure.
And in fact, that is how they survived those trials.
That's exactly right.
And this youth education component is really interesting to me. There are other things that the Spiritual Project does that, you know, we know about the performance component. Talk to us a little bit about other things that may not be at the forefront.
Well, you know, we started as a documentary film project that never actually happened because of all of the problems of raising money for a PBS documentary. But our really at the heart of our project is education. It's about teaching people about this music. And so we go into schools and we do workshops for schools, and we have programs in churches and community centers. And then next summer we're doing a national conference at the University of Denver called the REAP Conference for Research, Education, Activism, and Performance, where people from around the country are going to come to Denver to participate in various workshops about the spirituals. So we're very, very excited about that.
No doubt, no doubt.
And you are at home on the University of Denver campus.
I am. I've been at the University of Denver for 21 years. I'm currently an associate dean at the Women's College at the university.
So it must make you feel really good to be able to do these performances now at the Newman Center as opposed to all the other venues that you've been in.
Oh yes, it's a wonderful place to perform, and it's also a thank you to the university for hosting us.
Helping you, yeah. How many members in that choir? Because it looks very big.
70 members.
Well, that's got to be quite a sound.
70, right.
It is powerful. Well, let's hopefully interest people out there in coming, especially to that youth dress rehearsal night.
Yes. So for that youth night, what we're really interested in is groups from schools, churches, community groups, families. We really like to have the families come on Saturday night. But the Friday night thing is really basically for groups of children, and they can contact our office to get information about that.
Very good. All right. Dr. Jones, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Job well done.
And you can find more information about the Spirituals Project and the gala coming up at thedenverchannel.com. It's our website. Just click on that red button that's located toward the center of the page.